So that's where I kind of emphasize a lot about the vertical collaboration. And that needs a lot of trust to work together. And the IP player, the foundry, the whole entire ecosystem had to work together. And that's why I think in India want to really drive a semiconductor big wave. And it's very important to understand, if you are coming from behind, you have to leapfrog. And you have to work smart. And you cannot follow the traditional way of doing it. You get killed. You're too late. And you need to really move fast. And then the time to market is critical. And able to design the best product and differentiating product to compete in the marketplace. So that's why I think it's very important to collaborate with different players, IP, foundry, and then design flow from tool, embedded software, and then the whole application layer, I think is critical. So just give you a couple of examples. And one of my companies, Umbrella, and they have a history for the last 7 years. Every design, first time pass. And this is a very hard record to keep. But they continue to be able to do that. 32 nanometer, they just tape out the 28 nanometer. Right now they're embarking on 20 nanometer. Every time, first time pass. Not only working closely with Cadence Flow, clearly working with ARM and Samsung and foundry partners to really drive that so that they can be leader and continue to drive leadership in terms of time to market. At the end of the day, who is the most important? Is GoPro. And serve the company so GoPro can continue driving differentiating product and continue to win in the marketplace. Then the entire ecosystem from Aptina image sensor to Umbrella, and then the software stack, and then the Qualcomm, Atheros, or Wi-Fi chip, all going to benefit. And this is how we have to orchestrate that way so that we can really continue to win. Everybody win in the whole process. And this is just one example. There's many examples I try to drive from customer and customer win. And that's how we're going to really drive and make an impact in the marketplace. So we're talking about India. And here we are in Bangalore. I love India. And my wife and I, we adopt also a couple of kids in India. And because we just love India, and a very smart community. And now you guys have the best school. And then 3 of the best dean that I serve on the advisory board from IIT, Subra, and used to be MIT dean, and now then become National Science Foundation director in charge. And I just recruited him to become the president of CMU, the Carnegie Mellon, and clearly he's from IIT. And then the same thing with Pradeep, from CMU, right now become UC San Diego, Provoke now, is from IIT. And then clearly, the Berkeley, Sastry, and I've also served on his advisory board. And I love engineering, so I serve on 3. Unusual to have one person sit on 3 schools of engineering. They are competing like crazy, but they invite me. They said, how can you sit on his board, not on my board? And so it created a lot of competition. Finally, I keep all 3 of them happy by serving on their advisory board, but drive different things in different schools. MIT is driving energy, and then Berkeley driving wireless. Paul Jacob is the chair of my advisory board. I work closely with him from Qualcomm. The other thing is great entrepreneurship here in India. I always enjoy coming here. Morning to night, I see so many CEOs and then startup company in India, and I just pack my schedule all the way to midnight, and I'm having fun. Pankaj and Jaswinta, they're worried. Since I just arrived 5:30, my schedule tight all the way to midnight tonight. So I'm excited. There's a lot of entrepreneurs in India, and I love working with you guys. And of course, I think this morning you heard from the government policy for electronics, and this is a fabulous vision, 400 billion. The 100 million company, fabulous company. I love to help and to build some of this wonderful company, and with my own money, and so with the Walden's money, and then with our tool and IP to support that. So that's something that you can count on. That's something that is not just talking. I already actually doing it, and so I enjoy doing it. A couple of suggestions if you are going to be an entrepreneur startup. first of all, look for trend and identify the trend. And then secondly, do your homework in terms of engage with the customer, either system or component customer. And it's very important, to understanding, define the market you want to go after, and be laser focused. And most of the time I brainstorm with my entrepreneur is focus on the right product. Now, if you design the great product, but there's nobody want it or don't want to pay for it, you can't be successful. So you really want to engage with customer. And then good news is 95% of the customer, I know them personally. So I can reach out and then connect for you in terms of defining what they really need. And then so they make sure that you get the right product. And one thing I really encourage and challenge you to take product risk. I think in India, we tend to doing design service, outsourcing, but we are mature enough. Let's do take product risk. And I'm happy to brainstorm with you. And I have a couple of partners of mine. They are really excited to work with you. Hammond, he built a couple of very successful companies, Torrent to Ericsson and others. He's here. He's my partner to help you to build the company. Babu, he was a Scintillum, BSIM founder. He just retired from Broadcom. He committed to work with me to help you to identify the product and scale the product and then scale the company. So I have a long list of partners that are happy to spend time and then brainstorm. Take product risk. It's important. If you take the right risk, and you can scale a huge company. This is exciting. The driver is a lot of big driver coming up. And then lastly, it's very important to be capital efficient. If you need 100 million to profitability, and in good old day, you can sell it to Broadcom for 1 billion. Those days are gone. And they're willing to pay for 300 million. And also you go public, it's mostly 300 million. So if you can do 10 to 30 million and make it profitable, it can be done. I've done a few, and later on I will share with you. And very capital efficient, can build it to 100, 200 million, and then you can make a lot of money. And this is a fun part of driving, doing the right things and be capital efficient. There's a lot of great company coming up in India, and I associate with a few, and I still remember. And last 5 years, every time I come to Bangalore, I stop by to see my friend Gani on my way to the airport. At least spend a few hours brainstorming, and then and also talk about should we do this, should we do that? And I said, well, don't do this, focus on that, having fun. And then finally, he allowed me to join the board and investing, and I have been a wonderful partnership with Gani. And then same thing, with Maitri, we talk about, and I just make a commitment to Think CI with Hammond, doing the graphic IP, and many more. I'm going to be investing and then working with you guys, and then hopefully, the 10 years from now, a couple of them are going to be 100, 500 million company, and that we have our own product, and then we're building and depend on ourselves to build an India-make design products. And Sanjay is here from Teja. I think you are a great inspiration, and for a lot of our entrepreneurs here in terms of building a great company in terms of end products. Lastly, 4 years ago, and every time I'm looking for opportunity, to build a great company. And then 4 years ago, I was invited by the board to step in to build Cadence. And, I committed, initially 3 months to be an interim CEO. And then long and behold, it's more than 4 years now. And, clearly, I'm excited, able to provide the tool and IP to support the, entrepreneur to start fabless company. In India, we have about 1,000 people in India under Jaswinder, and providing the tool to all of you. And also right now, we are building up the IP capability, and stay tuned. And we're going to build a great IP portfolio, again, to support you to design in terms of your fabless design. And in fact, we have about 110 people from Cosmic Circuit to come over to Cadence family. And we are excited to really fulfill the dream even broader. And we want to build the IP factory, and will be exciting. And clearly, we're not going to do anything on the CPU processor side. We work with our partner, with ARM. And then the rest, the high-speed interconnect, and then the memory IP and analog IP, we would love to build that so that we can enable you to do that. So all in all, we're going to put our own money and putting the two IP and then work with the government and attracting a lot of my partners and friends from the industry to join and then join me to build some of this fabulous company in India. So with that, I hope I give you the inspiration and to drive it. And sometimes you don't need to be, you have to be done it before. And I always back the entrepreneur that haven't been a CEO, and they can really be a great CEO. And so just give you an inspiration. 4 years ago, people doubt I can turn around Cadence, and because I never run a company before. And then guess what? How many companies can increase the shareholder value by 5.5 times? And except I think ARM has done a fabulous job. And then 5.5 times in 4 years. And this is just a beginning. We're going to be exciting time to really drive and exciting platform to support all of you to be a great entrepreneur, build a great industry. I think the 50 over 100 million, I think we're underestimate. I think we should do better than that. We have so much talent. And I think sometimes coming from behind, you can do the right things. And just to work a little bit smarter and then learn from people's mistake and then pick your bet and then focus on customer, you can build a really great company. With that, have a wonderful day and have a good, continue the day of the session and panels. Thank you.
1 minute. Thank you very much, Mr. Lip-Bu Tan. Ladies and gentlemen, in the interest of time, we'll take the questions offline. Before we leave Mr. Lip-Bu from the podium, I would request the former chairman of IESA, now IESA, Mr. Rajendra Kumar Khare, to kindly come over and give a memento to our esteemed keynote speaker, Mr. Lip-Bu Tan. Let's all once again give a round of applause and thank Mr. Lip-Bu Tan. Success strategies for the India semiconductor industry. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, Mr. Rajendra Kumar Khare, for doing the honors.